Hello everyone, this is the finale of What If Naruto Leaves Konoha and Awakens Lava and Boil release, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. Azu Island. 4 years after Kiri's destruction. Uzumaki Estate. Naruto stood on his balcony, overlooking the entire Uzumaki estate within the great village of Azugakure. It had been 4 long years since the destruction of Kirigakure and the defeat of Madara Uchiha, ushering the world into peace. He knew it would be a difficult road to maintain that peace for his children and theirs, but with an Uzumaki determination, he wasn't about to give up so easily. Today was a special day. To mark the eve of that final battle, all of the great nations gathered together and celebrated the victory. Yes, that was right, Azugakure was finally accepted as the 6th elemental nation, and Naruto finally was acknowledged as a true Kage. It made the young man happy, but it also reminded him of the responsibility on his shoulders. Naruto was soon to be turning 22, a feat that many thought he wouldn't live to see in his dangerous life. His loving wife, May, just had her 34th birthday a few months ago, and it was a great time for everyone. Hearing a call from downstairs, Naruto went over to his door and called back. What was that, May? He pressed his ear to the door, trying to listen in and not zone out. Come on down, the party is going to start soon. I've already got Roshi and the kids ready to go. May's exasperated sigh came from downstairs as she pushed herself to get everyone ready. Yeah, Daddy, let's go. Naruto smiled as Roshi called out to him. His little boy had already reached the tender age of 4 and was speaking very well. I wonder how long before Yosh and Yasuo will be as energetic as him. Yes, Naruto and May had 2 more children, twins around 8 months after the battle. It turned out Naruto's final farewell with May was more fruitful than anyone could have thought, and he soon felt the joys of being the father of multiple children. Yes, it was hard, but with a loving wife and a great place to call home, there was little for him to complain over. With a deep breath, Naruto left his room and headed downstairs to join his family. Since we are heading to the beach, I hope everyone brought their trunks. The first one he saw was Roshi. The little one now came up to his thighs and was wearing a small white t-shirt with orange trunks and blue sandals. It matched his father, except Naruto was wearing a black shirt with black sandals and red trunks. He smiled as his son came charging towards him and knew he had to defend himself. Roshi's attack was too quick though and he went down for the count on the wooden floor. His son kept beating his stomach lightly with his fists, both laughing hard enough to shake the house. Having had enough of it, Naruto launched his counterattack and tickled Roshi's sides, plenty enough for him to be the one on the floor this time. Did you really think you could beat me, huh? Naruto joked with his son who couldn't stop to retort, he just kept laughing. Clacks on a tile flooring meant that May was coming out and Naruto looked up to see his beautiful wife come out of the kitchen. She was smiling at them as Naruto wrestled his son off of the ground and held him up like he was a trophy. Sorry about that, honey, just had to catch me this little monster. Roshi giggled and tried to break Naruto's hold but the blonde dad wouldn't budge. May giggled and walked forward, laying a kiss on both of their cheeks. You're both monsters if you ask me, but I love you more than anything. Now come on, I've got the twins all ready to go. From what I hear the others have already started. Naruto nodded and watched as his wife walked into the other room in a blue robe. Underneath was no doubt her new bikini, a black and red combo piece. Well, you heard her, Roshi, let's get going. Naruto sat his son down and watched him run to the door, jumping up and down impatiently for his father to open it. Come on, Daddy, let's leave mommy in the dust. Naruto chuckled and walked forward, peeking into the kitchen's opening to see May walking with the twins holding either of her hands for themselves. Little Yosh was sporting a cute one-piece swimsuit for herself, pink sakura blossoms decorated its red color. Her blonde hair was let down freely, reaching a little past her shoulder blades, her big green eyes locked onto her father and she quickly rushed forward and tackled him, making Naruto huff in playful exasperation. Geez Yosh. You are getting too strong for me to handle. If you keep that up, I'll be done for. Naruto warned her as he took her hand in his own and watched as May neared the door with Yasuo, Yosh's twin. He almost looked like a perfect clone of Naruto, just as Roshi did for Mei. The only difference was his little green eyes that seemed to sparkle everywhere he looked. Yosh was surprisingly the more energetic of the two, always running around. It seemed Yasuo would be Naruto's opposite in his youth. He was very quiet and often thought about things longer than a 3-year-old should have too. Daddy, you're the bigger Zukage. I can't hurt you, silly. Naruto chuckled as his daughter caught his joke and moved to the door to stand with Mei, observing his youngest son. Hey there Yasuo, ready to go see Grandma sooned. She promised to get me a big bowl of Ichiraku ramen, wanna share? His son's green eyes lit up quicker than anyone expected and a rare smile crossed his lips, bringing one to his parents too. Naruto locked eyes with Mei and knew everything was perfectly fine. He had his wife and his 3 bundles of joy, there was nothing else he could want. Mei felt the same, her smile punctuated her point as the two brought their faces closer and K again. Yosh and Yasuo were soon left without a hand to hold as their parents brought their arms around each other and got a little too caught up with one another. Roshi took their hands and stood by the door, a big smile on his face. Yosh was pouting about the loss of attention and Yasuo had his big eyes following his father, trying to learn what he was doing. Feeling a tug on his shirt, Roshi looked down at Yasuo to see him point at their parents. What are mommy and daddy doing, Washi? The older brother smiled and, feeling a little mischievous, had a big smirk on his face very soon. That's what Grandpa Jiraiya calls, laying the moves on a woman. Daddy does it all the time to mommy, then they K. He pretended to close in AK for Yasuo and the laughing little boy s him away. What Roshi didn't notice until it was too late was the K intent coming from his parents who had heard every word. Oh Roshi-chan. He heard his mother call out in her, too sweet tone, forcing him to slowly turn his head towards his parents. What did Grandpa Jiraiya say again? His father asked, and Roshi knew that the white-haired man was going to be in trouble when they arrived at the beach. Oh, I think this what Grandpa would call it when I blew it. I gotta go warn him. It wasn't anything mommy, daddy I swear. Just before Naruto could grab him, the blue-eyed boy disappeared and a little log fell on Naruto's foot. Damn, why did I teach him the substitution so soon? Why that little, mischievous munchkin? Naruto grunted out as he picked the log up and opened the front door, knowing his son was probably already halfway to the beach. I'll get the twins there, just save Jiraiya for me. I'll teach him to corrupt our little one's values so soon. She held up a fist to show her point and Naruto sweet-dropped, his wife would never change. Uzumaki women, they're crazy. Alright, I'm off. I gotta go catch him before he steals all the ramen for himself. Mei giggled as Naruto disappeared in a yellow flash, leaving her to bring the 2 blonde twins to the beach herself. Let's go mommy. I wanna see Aunt Yugito again, she said she would teach me to tie up my hair. Yosh was already at the gate to leave the home, making Mei wonder if she would have her father's natural speed. Alright honey, let's go. Come on Yasuo. Yasuo. Mei turned to look inside the house to not find him, only to hear Yosh giggle at the gate. You didn't see him mommy. He already took off after daddy, he didn't want him to get all the ramen to himself. Mei brought a hand to her forehead and sighed, their family was crazy. A smile came to her though as she saw her giggling daughter and hurried on to get to the beach. This is just the way it should be, a couple of crazies. We are Uzumaki after all. 000. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.